Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's see the message that the universe is sharing with the collective today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Six of Cups. I like to throw a few more cards out so that we understand the message that is coming through for the day before we start talking about it. Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know for this reading today, please? What messages are coming through? And we have the Five of Wands. We'll grab one more card and see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What message does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? And this is the Four of Cups. Well, I feel that your person at the moment is very disappointed with themselves. And that is the energy that is coming through with all three cards combined, because your person is thinking about you and they are thinking about this connection, this relationship. They are taking a lot of trips down memory lane and reliving a lot of your shared experiences, wanting to get that back. And that is what the Six of Cups is. The Six of Cups is something from the past, and your person looking back to the past and seeing and understanding where they failed you, where they failed themselves, and where they brought so much chaos and confusion and combative energy into this connection with you, which is now something that they're having to deal with within themselves, because this Five of Wands is also all of the internal conflict that they are feeling at the moment for bringing so much damage into this relationship with you. They know that they created damage. They know that they brought into this connection things that didn't belong there. Their drama, their trauma, their chaos, their own confusion, old emotional wounds, and everything else that they brought into this relationship that had no business being here with you, because it doesn't pertain to you or to this relationship. But they brought it in with them anyway, and now they are really suffering this internal combative feelings within themselves. They're downright mad at themselves. Well, let's just call it. They're pissed off at themselves for doing this because they regret it, and they can feel this heavy sense of loss within them, which is why they're spending so much time looking back to the past and thinking about what they should have done differently, how they could have done things differently, how they should have been more prepared for you and for this relationship, but also what they're going to do differently moving forward. So in a way, this internal conflict that your person is feeling is working in a positive way, because it's causing them to kind of like take note and say, wow, okay, I really blew it here. I shouldn't have done this. I needed to release these things before I started seeing you, but yet I've been dragging them around with me for a long time, and they're just a part of me now, because it allows me to stay in this. Well, for some of you, I feel like it allows your person to stay in this victimhood mentality because they didn't want to be accountable and responsible to you or to this relationship. But they see the light now, and they don't like how it feels not having you in their life. And that is what that Four of Cups is all about. But also your person seeing how they missed so many opportunities to be with you, to spend time with you, to talk to you, to have conversations with you, to laugh with you, to love with you. And they're not going to want to blow it again with you as they come back into your life, because the Six of Cups is also about someone from the past returning. And this is what your person has on their mind at the moment, in deep contemplation with that, like that figure sitting under that tree with this cup that's being extended to them, which is your love, but them not being able to recognize your love in the past, or not wanting to because of their fears and insecurities. We also have the Nine of Swords, and this isn't a surprise, guys, that the Nine of Swords came out today. This is about your person, well, not sleeping well. Look at the figure in this card. She doesn't look like she's having a good time or she's able to sleep. This is about your person tossing and turning. It is also a card of overthinking, and your person doing that woulda, shoulda, coulda dance, definitely with that Six of Cups being here as well, knowing where they failed you and this relationship, but also trying to figure out how they're not going to fail again. The Nine of Swords is a card that, well, it's a card of bad dreams. It's a card of nightmares. It's a card of not being able to sleep. It's a card of insomnia, tossing and turning, feeling as if you've got to solve all of your problems when you go to bed. And you know what that's like. You go to bed and you're getting ready to fall asleep, and then poof, here comes a thought, and that thought becomes 10 thoughts and 100 and then 1,000 thoughts, and there you go, trying to solve the problems of everything through the night while you're trying to go to sleep. And if your person is doing this dwelling and obsessing while they are trying to go to sleep, you could be picking that up from your person as well. Or this could also be you guys at the moment when you go to sleep, trying to sleep, although you're feeling all of your own agony, your own heartache and heartbreak for what this person has done concerning you in this relationship, because you didn't deserve their actions, words, and behaviors that brought so much damage to your heart, to your soul, and to your life, and to this connection. So if you are having a hard time sleeping, guys, try and find some sort of little bedtime ritual that can help you sleep, because right now it's important that you put yourself first, because you are important. You need rest, you need sleep, you need calm, you need peace. And if a lot of thoughts are coming at you from your person, you can ask your angels and guides to return it to sender. You can ask them to tone it down because you need to sleep. Whatever you have to do to bring yourself this less stress overload, because this looks like stress overload as well, doesn't it? Because I feel like your person is spending a lot of time thinking about you, dwelling on you in this relationship, what they did wrong, also how they're going to repair it. And when we dwell, it can turn to obsessive thinking, where that is all you can think about. Your person definitely overthinking all of the things that they've done in this connection that damaged you and damaged this relationship, but also damaged themselves. They have to admit that as well. But all of this is making them more accountable and responsible. And that is what you need them to be in order to come back and start fresh, start over with you. Let's see what other messages the collective needs to hear for this reading today, please. What do we need to know? Well, just one moment, guys. Just one moment. We have to cover this card because it is judgment. And, well, judgment has some things on it that we can't see. Judgment. Well, okay, this makes sense as well here. Coming next to that Nine of Swords, your person's judging themselves, but it's causing them to see and understand so much more about who they are and how they need to renew their energy, how they need to transform, how they need to change, because judgment is also about the rebirth for your person, growing, evolving, and changing and transforming into someone who is more in alignment with their soul, getting rid of their ego, their pride, their selfishness, their stubbornness, and everything else that brought this damage into this relationship. But judgment is also about renewal of this connection. It tells us your person would like to come back, very much supporting that Six of Cups, which is about them wanting a reunion and a reconciliation with you, wanting to start fresh and start over. For those of you who are new to the channel, the reason the post-its are on that card is because there are certain images that YouTube does not like, and rather than put them on the cards permanently, it's going to mess up the shuffle, because I like the shuffle to come out very naturally in terms of the message that the universe is presenting. So we don't want to upset or offend YouTube. So that is why the post-its are there to cover images that they consider questionable. But judgment is about the restoration of this relationship with your person, in a sense, though, of it being reborn in a higher vibration. And this will give this relationship greater staying power, greater stability to move it forward to this place of long-term partnership with each other. So let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? This is the Three of Cups. Well, this tells us a time of celebration is coming. It also tells us your person would like to see you, talk to you, spend time with you, start restoring this relationship with you. But the Three of Cups is in and of itself a card of reunion. So we have three cards of reunion on the table already, guys. The Six of Cups, Judgment, and the Three of Cups. Your person wanting to start over, start fresh with you, but at a higher level, at a higher vibration, where the two of you are working with each other at a higher frequency. And this, as I already mentioned, will give more stability to this relationship. But they want to spend time with you. They want to see you. They may reach out and ask you if you'd like to meet somewhere, if you'd like to go for a walk, if you can just talk on the phone. But this is about celebration, dating, going out, spending time together, social time for the two of you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? This is the Prince of Cups. Well, this is the Knight of Cups. This is the Tarot Illuminati, and in this deck, they call all of the knights princes. And this is your person wanting to tell you how they feel about you. The Prince of Cups, the Knight of Cups, is someone who wears their emotions on their sleeve and someone who is very vocal about their feelings. They love to talk about love. They love to talk about romance. They want to be romantic with you. And this is someone who will tell you how they feel, show you how they feel through romantic gestures, through sweet tokens of their affection, sending you messages throughout the day just to see how you're doing, to tell you that they love you, to tell you they care for you, to ask you what you would like for dinner, to ask you if you want them to pick up dinner for you guys on the way home. This is someone who will do all the things, all of the nice, romantic, loving, wonderful things, and someone who is not afraid to tell you how they feel. This is the energy of your person returning to you. Okay, now, and that is regardless of their gender, regardless of their sign. These are genderless readings, and the readings are for all signs. We just ask that you take what resonates and leave the rest. Let it go. But the Prince of Cups is a water sign, so that is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. If you like to use astrology to validate the reading, but you don't have to be a water sign. This is the energy of your person returning to you. Someone who's going to be loving, caring, and giving. Someone who will show you compassion. Someone who will be generous of their love and affection. And someone who is going to tell you and show you how they feel about you and not be shy about it. This is someone who's going to be very vocal about their love for you. Let's see what other messages the collective needs to know. Let's see what we need to hear for this reading. What do we need to hear? What is going on here? Well, this is the Sun, guys. This is the Sun. Just one moment. It is so far. 2 cards have stickies on them. I really feel like we should play sticky bingo one day. Another post-it note for the Sun. Well, the Sun is about happiness, peace, prosperity, security, abundance, joy, and fulfillment in this relationship, because the Sun comes out and shines again after all of our periods of difficulties, after all the trials and tribulations that we've been through. And based on these 3 cards, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords, your person's definitely going through some difficulties at the moment. Not sleeping, being mad at themselves, spending a lot of time feeling guilty, feeling a lot of regret, not being happy with how they've handled the situation between the two of you. But those are powerful teachers for your person right now. So letting them go through that is something that they definitely need to experience. But the Sun is about this sense of balance being restored and this peace being restored to this relationship. It is also about the fulfillment of this happy, joyful connection for you and your person. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? Well, this is the 2 of Pentacles. This is about restoring balance to this relationship. Your person allowed things to get way out of balance. And as we look at this card, those 2 pentacles are perfectly aligned. Well, they look that way to me from here, but you guys' angle may be a little bit different. Now, this 2 of Pentacles has this beautiful infinity symbol on it. And this is an infinite connection between you and your person. And they see and understand this now with much greater understanding than they have in the past. But also, this can represent the emotional roller coaster ride that your person is on themselves at the moment, feeling a lot of ups and downs, spending a lot of time going up, what if, and what if no, and then dropping back down, going back up, what if, and then no. This is their own mental chatter, especially since it's coming under that 9 of Swords, being fearful that perhaps you may not take them back, kind of like juggling, yes, no, trying to find that place of balance within them. But it is also, especially with it being next to the Sun, about this harmony, balance, and reciprocity being restored to this relationship, your person being giving to you, making sure that you are taken care of, making sure that you feel loved, making sure that you feel safe, making sure that you feel cherished in this connection, because that as well is that Knight of Cups energy coming towards you. The Knight of Cups, the Prince of Cups, also does indicate that communication is coming from your person. But right now I feel your person is on a bit of the old emotional roller coaster ride, trying to figure themselves out and how they're going to pull themselves up and out this place of despair that they're currently in at the moment, which is nothing other than what they brought upon themselves. You didn't do this to them. This is something they did to themselves, and this is what they have to feel. They have to feel all of this right now, guys. Don't feel bad for them. Don't worry about them. They will get through it, because this is part of the process. They have to hit this space to be able to come up and out of it and start making their way back to you. Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the collective need for this reading today, please? Oh, the Five of Pentacles. Well, this is about your person definitely feeling that they have abandoned themselves when they ran from you, when they ghosted you, when they escaped this connection. They are definitely feeling left out in the cold. Again, they've got no one to blame but themselves. They are understanding, though, now through their, suffering, that they need to make changes, and that is what that Two of Pentacles is about as well. Making the changes necessary to show back up for you and be loving and giving and warm and sharing affection and cherishing you and being nurturing, supportive and giving back to you everything that you have always given to this person. But look at these two figures here in this card. They are freezing outside in the snow, and all they have to do is go up to this house where it's warm inside that house, and that is the glow, very much like the glow of the sun in a way. The light. You represent the light. You represent what your person needs to climb up to, because right now they are feeling very left out in the cold, but they can understand that they brought this upon themselves, and this is what they need to go through. This is what they need to feel and experience right now. They feel bad for hurting you, for hurting this relationship, and also hurting themselves in the process. We also, on the bottom, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Well, this is about your person learning the life lessons that they need to learn. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of the student. So what this is saying, all of this grief, despair, agony, emotional ups and downs that your person is feeling at the moment is teaching them the lessons that they need. And the lesson is that they need to evolve. They need to change. They need to do things differently. They need to treat you differently with respect, love, gratitude for all of the things that you are. All of the things that you guys are, you guys watching the reading. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about starting over. It is about a new beginning with your person wanting to start fresh, start over. And we have seen that throughout this reading. But this time there'll be so much more groundedness on behalf of your person, because they're not going to want this relationship to fall down again. We have to consider the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four. Anything that is divisible by 4 brings stability, because 8 divided by 4 is 2. The number 4 is a number that is about structure, stability being restored to this relationship. We also have the Hermit, and the Hermit is, your person being in this place of seclusion right now. For many of you, I feel that your person is probably ghosting you, and that is not a very nice thing to do to someone. And I feel that they are even regretting that at the moment. This is about them, though, understanding that they're tired of being alone. They want to come out of this place of loneliness and isolation that they've put themselves in. But with the Hermit, they're also able to look within themselves and identify those things within them that they need to work on, that they need to fix, that they need to have some self-reflection time upon, because that is definitely what has been needed for your person to wake up and smell the coffee and the roses and everything else and get this relationship back on track, which is what they want to do. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo, So again, if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Virgo, this can be a place of validation, but very similar to that Knight of Cups. You don't have to be a water sign or Virgo for this reading to resonate or work with you. These are collective readings and they are for everyone. And we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a great card to get, guys, because it is all about tradition. Your person wanting a traditional relationship with you. Your person really acknowledging that you are the one for them and that they see this future with you. Now, that traditional relationship could look different for some of you guys out there watching the reading. It could be about the two of you becoming exclusive. It could be about moving in together, in domestic partnership, buying a home together, building a home together. It could be about getting married. It could be about getting engaged and then getting married. Whatever it is, whatever you and your person decide, this is about long-term partnership. The Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, which again, Taurus is all about stability as well. Your person doesn't want this relationship to fall down again. Once they work themselves through this stuff, this quagmire of ooze that they have created for themselves, they want this relationship to be rock solid. They don't want it to fall apart ever again because, as we can see, they do not like their life without you. And that is represented by this last card that is on the bottom, this Ten of Swords. Your person really feeling this sense of hopelessness, perhaps feeling this sense of when they ran from you, it's like they betrayed themselves. And that comes back to that Five of Pentacles, abandoning themselves when they ran from you, stabbing themselves in the back by betraying you and this connection. They see and understand that now with so much more clarity than they ever have before. Now, the Hierophant is also the card of the counselor. So perhaps your person is doing some sort of counsel. Perhaps they're seeing a professional. Perhaps they're talking to someone to help them work through their issues. But it could also be perhaps they are doing some sort of self-help thing. Perhaps they're doing some sort of online course. Perhaps they're watching things perhaps on television or through some sort of one of those channel things, a streaming channel like the Gaia channel or something that's helping them. Perhaps they're reading books, but they are trying to heal the things that have held them back from you and from this relationship because they don't like it. They don't like how it feels. They don't like the guilt that they're feeling. They don't like not having you in their life. And that Five of Wands that came out as the second card, it tells us your person is pretty upset with themselves right now. And they are not happy with how they have handled things between the two of you. This is waking them up, though, they need to do things differently. And this is the plan that they are going to take in regard to rebuilding this relationship with you as well. They don't want to be without you. They are coming back. They just have to figure out how they're going to do it. And that is part of that Nine of Swords as well. What if? Your person having a lot of time spending what if, trying to figure out what they're going to do, what they're going to say, because getting you back and getting back to you and rebuilding this relationship is definitely something that they are desiring in their life, and they want to do it right this next time, which is why that Eight of Pentacles is so important. And you may have to teach your person how to have a healthy, happy adult relationship. They may not know. And that could be part of the life lessons that you have with this person, to show them, to teach them how to have a healthy, harmonious, and balanced relationship. Because if all your person has ever known is like a toxic, dysfunctional relationship, they're going to bring all of that behavior into your connection, which is why they are spending this time being reflective, doing that inner work, doing some soul searching, trying to get some sort of help. And they may just be talking to well-meaning friends or family members to work through their issues, but they are trying to work through it and make it happen because they don't like their life without you. But you may need to teach this person how to have a healthy relationship. And if things start to hit that space where you are seeing them starting to pop over that line to where it is becoming a bit on the dysfunctional edge, you can reel them back in and explain to them, No, this is not how we're going to do this. And they actually want you to do that. Okay, guys? This card is rock bottom and it comes with number 10. What I like about the number 10 is that it resolves to 1, which is an ace. Very much like that Ace of Pentacles, which is about starting over and starting fresh. But this rock bottom, I do feel for a lot of you that perhaps your person is in this rock bottom space right now. It kind of looks that way, especially because we consider we also had that 10 of Swords on the bottom. The 10 of Swords is not a happy card at all. It is a rock bottom card, actually. And I didn't want to put it on the table because, well, I just don't like the 10 of Swords at all. But it was there, and so that is why we talked about it today. But your person recognizing that they have brought so much chaos and damage into this relationship and not wanting to have it anymore. They're worried, they're anxious, they have some fears and insecurities that perhaps you won't be willing to take them back, especially with this 2 of Pentacles being underneath, kind of like tossing it about, trying to figure it out, juggling it. Will they come back? Will they take me back? Will they forgive me? Trying to figure all of that out in their mind. And instead of figuring out in their mind, what they really should be doing is picking up the phone and asking you. But they are getting to that place as well because they want to spend time together. Remember, with that 3 of Cups, your person could be going through a dark night of the soul as well, with this rock bottom card being here. But when we go through a dark night of the soul, there's only one way to go, and that is up. But we are responsible for pulling ourselves up and out of that dark night. And I do feel, though, with the cards that we have on the table, with the Sun, with the Hermit, with the Hierophant, with Judgment, with this 8 of Pentacles, with this Prince of Cups, that your person is able to pull themselves up and out of this place where they are, kind of like in this quagmire of ooze that they have created for themselves at the moment. But they'll figure it out because they want to come back to you and they want to start over with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages are coming through? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Listening, the Elephant. This card comes with number 53. Well, I feel that this is about your person listening, and this could come back to this Hierophant card, listening to counsel, listening to advice, listening to things that are helping them, whether it is well-meaning friends and families, whether it is a professional that they're talking to, or things that they're hearing, perhaps if they're listening to some sort of tapes, not tapes, but online course or something like that that's helping them heal, perhaps reading books as well, listening to what they are reading. That doesn't make sense, but taking in what they are reading, really having an understanding of that. But I feel as well this is telling us your person, because we have music notes here, your person could be listening to music that is inspiring them, music that is making them think of you, music that is opening their heart and speaking to their soul so that they can get moving here and get on their journey back towards you. But I do feel that this card as well, this listening card with this elephant and this little red robin here, I feel that's also telling us that your person is listening to the divine guidance that they are receiving, whether that is from their angels and guides, whether that is from God or the universe, whatever that higher power is for your person, they are listening to these messages and they're paying attention. But it also tells us that your person is going to be a much better listener when they return, because they want to be a better communicator as well as the two of you start rebuilding this relationship. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? What is coming through? Well, this says take action. Very similar to that Knight of Cups that is sitting on this horse here, also on a white horse. I feel like that's supposed to be a white horse or maybe a white unicorn. Now, this is not about you guys taking action. This is about your person taking action and following through to reach out and communicate and make something happen between the two of you, to bridge this silence, to open the lines of communication, because you guys need to start talking. so you can spend time together, so you can go on this date and have this celebration that comes with that Three of Cups that came up earlier. This is about your person following through to make something happen. This is about them stepping up to the plate. This is about them following through with their plan that they have been concocting and thinking about during their nighttime sleeping time when they're supposed to be sleeping, and making something happen because their loneliness for you is really calling out to them, and it's something that they are not enjoying very much at the moment. So let's see what else we need to hear. What other messages does the collective need to know for this reading today, please? I sabotage this connection and I regret it. Well, that would be that Five of Wands energy. Your person self-sabotaging this connection with you, but it is also them regretting it, taking that conflict within themselves, really beating themselves up for how they acted and how they treated you. But that is what they need to kind of like go through right now, guys. They need to be able to see these things that they did that brought damage to this relationship. And they are seeing it because they are getting it. And they are waking up to all of it because they want to make repairs. They want to make reparations to you and to this relationship. They want to make amends. They want to show back up. They want to start again. And they want you to show them and help them understand what a happy and healthy relationship is all about, because this person may not know, especially if all they've ever known is toxic and dysfunctional relationships in the past, or perhaps that has been the role model for them. If their parents or other people in their lives were having horrible relationships but still staying together for whatever reason, that is all they know as well. And they need to see that things can be so different, that things can be so much happier and healthier and brighter with you two together. I was selfish and immature. Please forgive me. Well, yes. And that is part of that Nine of Swords energy and that Four of Cups. Being selfish, definitely being selfish, being focused on themselves, attaching themselves to their own ego-driven desires, attaching themselves to their pride, attaching themselves to being stubborn and kind of like immature as well and selfish. But they see and understand this now because we have the Hermit here telling us your person's been doing a lot of inner work. And we all do inner work differently. They may not be sitting there up on the mountaintop with their little lantern in the snow and their little staff, you know, kind of like going, okay, I'm going to identify these things that are wrong within me. We all do inner work differently. Sometimes it just comes as a realization. It just comes as an idea that it pops into our head. Perhaps it's something that we see. Perhaps it's something that we hear. Perhaps it's something that we hear in the lyrics of songs that we're listening to. However, your person is getting this wake-up call and doing this inner work and this inner reflection, it is important for them, and they are doing it the way that they need to do it. Remember, they are listening to the guidance of the people upstairs, the heavenly administration, that are trying to help lead, guide, and direct your person at the moment to coming back towards you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages? I feel empty without you. Well, yes, they do. They do feel an emptiness within them. It's heartbreaking for your person. They feel that their heart is broken, and it is causing them to really sit up and take notice of the things they need to do differently, of where they let you down, of where they let themselves down, of where they failed you and this connection. But it is causing them as well to see what they will do differently and how they can build a happier, healthy relationship with you moving forward. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? I know I hurt you. I don't want to hurt you again. Yes, bingo. And I feel that that is very much a true statement coming from your person. Through this time of inner reflection and finding wisdom and gaining greater self-awareness, they know that they hurt you. and they don't want to hurt you again. This is why they have been judging themselves, and that comes with that Judgment card, guys. They don't want to judge themselves again, only in a very positive way. When they judge themselves moving forward, they want to be able to judge themselves in a very positive and happy way, is what we're hearing coming in from your person. But they know that they were immature. They know that they weren't grown up. But this time apart, they are using it to grow up, to find that emotional maturity and stability, because they want to come forward and apologize. Please forgive me. And that is part of that Judgment card as well. Your person wanting to apologize to you. But more importantly, they want to take ownership and responsibility for all of the things that they did in this connection in the past that hurt both of you. And you will see them not only apologize, but start making amends for all of it by regaining your trust and your respect, and by telling you and showing you how much they love you and how they feel about you. This is development. This is about advancement, growth, progression, positive change, and maturity. Well, hallelujah for the maturity, especially. But I feel that this is saying here as well, your person's growing up. They are attaining that emotional maturity and stability that they need. But it also tells us that they are becoming accountable and responsible to you, to themselves, to the relationship, to their angels and guides, and that they are making progress through these lessons that they're learning. That Eight of Pentacles is all about your person learning lessons. So they are getting it. They are learning from these experiences while you're apart from each other. This is about positive changes happening as well. And I do feel that this is positive change for your person, because quite honestly, we have seen it throughout this reading. They started off in this miserable place. They're figuring out what they're doing wrong, and then they are doing what they need to do to make steps towards you and advance this connection and get it to this place where the two of you can have this new beginning, where you can grow together, where you can grow and build a happy, healthy, and harmonious relationship. And that is what comes with the Sun and this Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant as well. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is coming through for this reading today, please? What messages do we need? Ghosted. Well, this is about no contact, ignoring, running, denial, silent treatment, and disappearing like a ghost. And for those of you whose person has been ghosting them, which is probably a lot of you out there that's watching this reading, I feel they regret doing this. And this is one of the major things that they're going to apologize to you for. Ghosting is definitely very immature and selfish. They could have had a conversation with you and said, I just can't talk to you right now. I need some time. I need some space. We need to press the pause button. We need a time out. I need to go off and figure myself out. Something. They could have said something to you instead of just disappearing poof. Because you know what? People that do that are cowards. People who ghost, they can't have an adult conversation because that shows their immaturity. But your person is able to grow and evolve now, and they are growing up. I feel that this running is going to come to an end. They're not going to deny this connection anymore. And instead of disappearing like a ghost, they're going to reappear and come back in your direction. And they're going to apologize for this ghosting behavior because they can see and understand that now it was selfish and immature. And this is one of the things that they want you to forgive them for. It's what they're going to ask forgiveness for because they don't want to hurt you ever again. And as your person comes back, they will not act in this way ever again, because that is behavior of someone who only knows how to act from a toxic and dysfunctional space. Remember, this is about a healthy and happy relationship, getting rid of toxic and dysfunctional dynamics and building a happy, healthy relationship with each other. That is what is going on here as well. But let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? Truth. Revelations. Well, okay, so I do feel that this is about your person being able to see the truth through all of this. They've had many revelations and they have allowed things to come out in the open. And what they want to bring out into the open as they return to you is the truth. The truth of everything. The truth of why they acted and behaved the ways that they did. The truth in terms of why they ghosted, why they ran, why they denied this connection, why they acted like a child, why they became a ghost. All of this silent treatment, ignoring you, creating so much damage and drama and trauma in this relationship because the sun that is under here somewhere is shining a light on your person and bringing them back into the light of this love and of this connection, but also to the light of spirit, to the light of the universe as well, because your person sees and understands the truth now with so much greater clarity than they ever have before. And this is why they are going to show up in a much bigger way than they have with you in the past, because this is about them speaking their truth, living authentically with you as you rebuild this relationship with each other. And that is how this truly needs to be. Forgiveness. Well, apology, make amends, reconciliation, and confession. Yes, and that goes hand in hand with that truth card. Your person wanting to confess everything to you about why they acted the ways they did, about why they hurt you, about why they sabotaged the relationship, why they ghosted, why they ran, giving you your own truth, clarity, and understanding. But as well, I feel that they want to make amends. They want to make amends. They want to relieve themselves of this burden of guilt and heartache and heartbreak that they've been carrying with themselves for so very long. And they know that they can only do that by asking you to forgive them, by taking action and speaking the truth and apologizing to you, because your person wants to get this back. They want to have this relationship again. They see where they failed you. They see where they let you down. They see where they were selfish, immature, childish, acting from a place of their own ego. They see where they were stubborn. They see where they really failed themselves through all of this as well. And they don't want to hurt you again because their life feels empty without you by their side. And this is that life lesson as well. My life is empty without you. I've been miserable without you. I see and understand now what I need to do, and I am getting ready to follow through and take action because I desire this fresh start with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone. Have a great day, everyone.